Hey guys, welcome back. I just seen you in the other video. Okay, it's okay. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're staying in tune with my videos. So in today's video, it's kind of a little informative video on, oh wait, hold on. If you're new, welcome. My name is Denaya. I'm a phlebotomist. I love sticking people. I know it sounds bad, but I love sticking people. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? So to all my regulars, how y'all doing? Y'all good? Okay. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to find a vein, how to use the tourniquet, what's in the tubes, basically how you prep before you stick, how to find a vein when the veins is cold. This is all about how to find a vein during certain situations and about what's in the tubes, okay? So if you're interested in knowing a little bit about the veins and the tubes and stuff like that, then stay tuned.
F savage bitch, and your trapper take over. Name another bitch that's colder. I just bought a brand new Rover. I don't even drive no more, I got a chauffeur. Took off, man, they asking me to slow up. Getting wiser and my money getting older. Now that bitch, I ain't even gon' hold it. Now that bitch, and I thought that they told it.
Okay, you guys, so I have a tourniquet. I got some tubes in here for y'all. I got a gauze. I got some different needles. I got some butterflies. I got alcohol. I got a hub. Where y'all want to start? Cause it's a lot of places to start. Okay, so before you stick a patient, you want to make sure that you have your tourniquet. This is the most important, not the most important piece, but it's part of the. They're all important together. How about that? You need all of them. So you need your tourniquet. You need your alcohol. You need your gauze. Oh, that's a lot of gauze. You need your gauze. You need your hub. You need your butterfly or your straight needle. And you also need some tape. So you have two different types of tape. You have the clear tape, which is this one. This one sticks like really bad. Like, hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. So this is the clear tape. This is how the clear tape looks. This is the paper tape. And they also have like a fabric tape. Now that is hard to rip. I don't even understand how they even rip that. But it depends on the person's allergies and stuff like that, which tape you use. So if they're allergic to these two, you use the fabric. If they're allergic to fabric, you use one of these two, and vice versa. So yeah, this is what the different tapes look like. And if they stay on for a long time, it's very hard to get them off. So we're about to just go ahead and take them off. That one comes off a little bit easier. But this one right here, that's sucker like the pool, y'all. So the light tape, the clear tape and the paper tape. So when you are about to stick a person, of course, when you walk into the room, I'm gonna just do it like a role play. Hey, my name is Denaya. I'm here to draw some blood. Can you tell me your first and last name, date of birth? Okay, can I see your wristband, please? All right, so depending on when they have, depending on what their cautions is, like if they have contact precautions, droplet precautions, you will have your gown on, you will have an actual real N95, not the play ones y'all be getting from the beauty supply store, a real N95, a face shield, and a gown. And you have another mask on top of this mask. You have a regular mask on top of this one. But if they don't have any precautions, you can just go ahead and go in the room with your cart. But if they do have any type of precautions, contact precautions, droplet precautions, energy precautions, if they have any type of precautions, do not bring your cart in the room. You will contaminate everything. And then just at that point, just say, fuck the cart, just throw it away. Like, don't bring your whole cart into a contaminated room. So with that being said, you can bring your cart in. So boom, we're gonna go back to the scene. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my stuff together and we are going to stick you. Got my gauze, my tourniquet, alcohol. You don't take the whole roll of tape. Pretend I got gloves on, y'all. Pretend I got gloves on. So first of all, you want to put the gloves on. Tourniquet, alcohol, gauze. And this is how I do the tape. I get a tape, tear a decent piece, put it back in my cart, and I put it on my glove like that. Get my tube, my hub, and my needle, and I go in the room. Okay? And you be like, can I see your arm, please? Da 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 da, right? So you see their arm. You're looking, first you look at what you can see. If you see something, you want to make sure you can feel it. If you can't feel it, try to find a different vein that you can actually feel. I would rather go off what I feel than what I see. Because most of the times, 9 times out of 10, if you see a vein, it's a flat vein, which means it's not pump, it's not juicy, which means if you stick it, you will most likely miss it, okay? So, I go off of what I feel. Now, if you can't feel anything, then you go off what you see. But if that motherfucker ain't got no bounce back, that's going to be 9 times out of 10. I'm going to say 50. Nah, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a hard stick. Because it either wiggles, it moves, or it's flat, which means you can hit the... Like, especially if it's in the hands and if it's a flat vein, you can hit any tendon, you can hit any bone. Those flat veins are really hard to, like, get. You can see them, but they don't have zero bounce back. They don't have zero juice in them. They're not plump enough. So, you want to look. The first thing I do every time when I walk into a room, I look straight at the arm. I just, like, while I'm talking to them, ask them what's their name and da-da-da, and I check, after I check that armband, I'm analyzing both arms. I'm vein hungry. When I'm not even with a patient and I'm talking to a regular person, I'm looking for veins. That's just me. Now, and that's a whole mindset of getting in and getting out. So once I walk in, I'm looking for a vein automatically, and then I'm starting to feel for a vein. So now it's just a habit when I go out and talk to people. So yeah, so you look, you feel, and you're like, okay, so now I need the tourniquet. Most of the times when I start off, y'all don't have to do exactly what I do. Most of the times when I start off, I put the tourniquet right here. So I put the tourniquet right here. I'm gonna type, ooh, baby, okay, so most of the time, I put the tourniquet in the middle. I start off in the middle. And you was denying, why you start off in the middle? Okay, so when I start off in the middle, it'll be tight. If you have it tight like this, you have to have it tight. Don't try to make it pretty. Don't try to make it cute. Tight. So when I start off in the middle, I can start feeling right here and it'll pop up a little bit. I'll feel right here and you can also feel right here. Like with it being in the middle, it will plump up the veins above and below. For me, it does. It works for me. That's what I do. So when I feel around like, oh, okay, I want to go in the arm or in the hand. Okay, I think I'm going to go up here. So then I take the tourniquet off. And then I don't think I'm going to be able to put it up here. Hold on. A little higher, y'all. I'm in a difficult situation. And then I start feeling. Like, oh, okay. I found a vein, right? Feeling. Then you prep your stuff. You get your stuff. You get your alcohol. Most of the times, I get my alcohol and first I wipe the site, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all see how I did that? Start in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to go out with it, right? And then I wipe my glove because the reason why I wipe my glove is because I'm still going to feel for that vein. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because you don't want to wipe it with a dirty, like, glove and, you know, not get anything. I'm really thinking about sticking myself because there's a juicy one right there. So get your gauze ready. Make sure you got your tape right. Got your tape. And then you prepare to stick. So when you prepare to stick, you want to make sure, I should have had this out ready, so don't mind me. I'm just, opening. Got my needle. And that's how you connect it. So I'm going to show y'all again with this one. Because I'm going to throw these away anyway. You open it. It's top. It got a top on it. So you take this top off. And this is a needle. There's a needle in here. Be careful. Don't stick yourself. When you're trying to put it, like some people be rushing and they like miss and they stab themselves. There's a needle in here. Trust me. Trust and believe. So you twist that up there and then boom. And then you want to have your tubes. You want to have your tubes. Sometimes I do like this to make it plump. So anyways, you take the cap off. Boom. You want to pull back. So you want to pull back like this. Be able to pull back like this. And then you want to, can y'all see? Pull back the skin. Always pull back. And then you go up. Okay? So we're trying to go right here. I'm not going to stick myself, but I'm just showing y'all. You feel? Pull. It's called anchoring the vein so it don't move. And then you go in at an angle. Y'all see that angle? Go in. Okay? And so this is how you remove the needle. These two buttons on the side. So you want to press. If you don't press, it's not going to move. See? So you got to press. So this is, we're taking it out like that. Okay? And then boom. There's no undoing that either. So that's why. And then when you, if you have some blood in the tubing, you can always suck that up with the tube and it will suck all that blood. So say you didn't have enough and you only needed like a drop more, you can suck that up by just pushing, taking it out and then pushing it back in, and it will suck all the blood out that tube. So that's that. And you want to make sure you apply pressure before you take the needle out. You want to make sure you pop this tourniquet. Okay, that's what I should have told y'all. Pop the tourniquet before you take the needle out, and then take the needle out, and you want to apply pressure. Then you want to make sure you put the tape on it. Okay, so that's how, basically how I deal with veins, how I find veins and stuff like that. Same thing goes for the hand. The same technique, the alcohol, the filling. Basically the exact same. So now we are going to talk about this warmer. I just filmed another video, so I already used this warmer. We use, for cold hands, we use a warmer. We use the infant heel warmers. We do not have babies or anything in our hospital, so we still order these warmers for patients that are hard sick and they're always really, really cold. These help wake the veins up, make it plump, juicy, and the patient's not so cold. Because if the patient's cold, it's not going to flow fast, it's going to flow slow, and it's going to be hard to find their veins. So I'm going to replay the video on how to activate this warmer. Like no speed up, no nothing. Okay, so we're going to get it in the juice. We got to get it in the juice, and we're going to break it. It's kind of tough because it's metal. So you want to break it. Ooh. I want to break it. Oh. Did I break it? Hell no, I ain't break it. Oh. There we go. Oh, shit. Ooh. It actually gets warm. Y'all see that? It gets so warm, like, whoo. Ooh, this is warm. This is what it looks like, y'all. Yep, it's broken. So with that being said, if you do not have a warmer in your hospital, if y'all ran out, y'all don't use them, whatever the case may be, or y'all only allowed to use them on infants, then you can get a hot rag or a warm rag, a rag period, put some warm or hot water on it. Do not burn the patient, do not burn the patient, do not burn the patient. And put it on the patient's skin, and you let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes, and then you start looking for a vein. As you let it sit, you want to make sure you're continuously looking for a vein. If you do not have a wet rag, you can use, you know how they have those washcloths, like those baby wipes? You can use those to put warm or hot water on. Or you can get a glove, put warm or hot water in there, and it will act just like this. And you just do the same thing. You just, you know, look for a vein. So yeah, that's that. Like I've been saying in almost every phlebotomy video, if a patient has a whole bunch of fluid on them, you have to move that fluid around, which means you have to mush it. Like, you really have to mush around the fluid so you can find a vein. Like, you know how you feel for a vein like this? You have to mush, like actually like mush it out the way. I think I want to show you guys how I actually use a butterfly needle. I think I'm gonna use my baby right here. So this is gonna be our demonstrator. Patients will have gloves in the room. So we put the gloves on. These are some really like fabricated gloves. And in every room, you're gonna change your gloves, okay? So when you move from room to room, you change your gloves. That was another thing about the plasma center. They didn't change their gloves. So then you get your tourniquet. Oh, this is what I meant by, that's how I do it. Maybe one day somebody will let me practice on them, but until then, we're practicing on this doll. It's gonna be a little tight, hun. Tighten the tourniquet. That's how the tourniquet looks. Feel. Get the alcohol. Make sure you have your needle on deck. Wipe the spot. I'll wipe my fingertips like this so you can get all your fingertips nice and clean. And then I get my needle, take it out. I fill again. Then I pull. Y'all see me pulling? Pull. You see how it goes up, then it goes down? I pull, and then this is at an angle. So when I pull, I go in, and then I straighten it out. I level it out. So I'm probably gonna zoom in. How I can also do it. Pull, and then stretch like this. Y'all see how I'm stretching with both my fingers? I'm pulling with this one, my thumb, and then I'm stretching with this one, and I'm like angling it still. And then you go in, and when you go in, you straighten it out. That's another way to do it. But to make it easier, you can just pull, angle, go in. The only reason why I do it like this is because you can feel at the top which way if it moves, which way it's going. So I can pull, and sometimes it'll move, and I can still feel, and I can angle it, and I'll go in like that. You want to make sure you always have this bevel. I don't know if you guys can see. The bevel is always up. The open part is always up. This part, if the dots are up, that means the bevel is up. If it's not, if there's no dots and it's just like a rigid, it's not up, okay? So now I'm gonna show you guys how I take it out. So we're gonna put this needle back in. We got our gauze. And this is what I do all the time. I do like this. And then when I hold it like this, can y'all see? So this is how I'm gonna do it. So when I hold it like this, push, pull in. And then you hold it, and then I put this on it. You know you're supposed to pop the tourniquet first. As long as you pop that tourniquet, baby, you're good, okay? You are good as long as you pop the tourniquet. But the reason to pop the tourniquet is because, I mean, you don't want them to gush out blood, but I always put pressure, apply pressure after I take the needle out. And then once I take the needle out, I pull the tourniquet, like no hesitation. That's just how I do it. I know a lot of people don't pull the tourniquet off before they pull out the needle, which you're going to do whatever you want to do as long as you take that tourniquet off. I know some situations where nurses or phlebotomists would leave the tourniquets on the patient, and it will bruise them, especially if they're like in a medical coma or they're in a coma in general. They can't tell you, hey, my arm's hurting, or hey, you left this on me. Like, they can't say anything. So it leaves a real nasty bruise. So you want to make sure you pop that tourniquet regardless on when you pop it. Make sure you pop it, okay? All right, so I also have these straight needles. These are different types of straight needles. I didn't even show you guys the different types of butterflies, but I'm gonna see if I can find some, and I'm gonna let you guys know, because I took a whole bunch of stuff that was expired that we can't use anymore, just for this video. So these are the two different types of needles. Don't stick yourself, girl. They probably look the same, but they're not. One is actually thicker and longer than the other, just a tad bit. But when you do these, you want to use the same method. You want to stick, but when you stick with these, it's a little bit harder. You know that this means the bevel is up. So when you stick, should I show y'all on the teddy bear? Just showing you guys how to stick. So when you stick, I use the same exact method. So we're just gonna do the whole little thing. We're gonna put the tape on. We got a tourniquet. We're gonna have to use the same alcohol because I ran out of alcohol. We got our tubes. Okay. So we're gonna put the tourniquet on. You want to wash it or clean it with alcohol. Get my fingers. Usually you pop the top off. You push this back. So act like I just popped the top off. And then you push this back. This means the bevel is up. Usually I will go ahead and have my tubes ready, which means I will go ahead and have my tube in here like this. So when I pop my top, push back, tube in, ready. This is what I do. I go like this, angle it, and then I go in. Of course you're not gonna use the whole needle, but I go in at an angle. Go in, and when I go in, I hold it like this, and then I push. But you wanna make sure when you push, you're not pushing the needle in, you know? So then when I'm done, you're supposed to pop the tourniquet, but y'all know I don't do that. So when I'm done, I pop this out. I hold it like this. I get my gauze, fold it up like this, put it like this, and then I take it out, and then I do like this on my shoulder, like this. And then I pop this off. And then I hold it, and then I put the tape on it. Of course, it's gonna look a little weird or a little funny because of how it is. Like, okay, so we're gonna do another one of those. We're gonna do that again on the transitioning, because that looked kind of scary. Like, I have this right up. I'm anchoring it both. I see, this is how you know this is what I do, because I anchor it like this. But anchor it, and then I follow, go in, push. I use my thumb as a guard so I won't push too hard or too deep or use the whole needle. Get that blood. Some people pull it out with the tube still connected, but I pull out the tube so it will stop sucking. And then I hold it just like this. It, like, see, it didn't move, nothing. And then I get my gauze, hold it with this finger, apply pressure, and then I slowly pull it out, and then I do like this. So that's how I do it. I can always move my thumb when I'm about to pull it out. Like, I can be like about to pull it out, and I just do like this, and I'll pull it out. It really depends on how, look at me still holding the access site. It depends on how the patient is laying or sitting, what position I'm in. Am I in an awkward position? Is the patient in an awkward ankle? It really depends on all that, depending on how I take out the needle. So that is how I do that. So yeah, the butterflies are mainly used for hands, but some people do have small veins in their arms, so we use it on our arms as well. The straight needles are for the arms, but some people do use it on their hands. It depends on your technique, your experience, how you work, stuff like that. It depends on which ones you use for which veins. But the butterfly needles are for the small veins. The long needles or the straight needles are for bigger, juicier veins. So yeah, and then so with the straight needles being bigger, wider, that means the bevel is bigger, which means when it pulls for the blood, it pulls faster. The butterfly needles don't pull as fast. They pull a little bit slower, but it do still pull. So yeah, that's another thing. We do have 3 different sizes. We have the green, we have the blue, and we have the orange. The orange is the smallest size. I think the orange is 25. The orange is 25. The green is a 21, and the blue is a 23. That's the 3 different size butterfly needles we have. I'm not really sure about the straight needles. I don't know if it says it on it. So each tube has a different additive in them. I'm gonna look up each additive because I'm not sure. I don't remember. But as you guys can see, this one right here has an additive in it. The red ones don't have an additive. This one has a clotting agent in it, as you can see. This one has like a very bright white powder in it. This one has a clotting agent as well. And this one has like a teensy little spritz, but not for real. And of course, over here, I will put what additives they have. So with that being said, no, you cannot, if you go into a patient's room and you draw a wrong tube, you cannot use that tube. Like, you cannot suck it out of one tube and put it in another tube because it's already mixed with a different additive than the tube it was supposed to be with. So that's not going to work. That's not going to happen. You cannot do that, okay? So you have to have the right tube. If you got the wrong tube, then that means you have to stick the person again, and they're probably not going to be happy. And if it's an important test, they just need to go and get it stick again. Like, there's nothing you can do. People make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but just try to learn from them. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll be posting once a week, if not more than once a week. We're coming back with these videos, you guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content, just like I'm enjoying putting them out and recording them and editing for you. So y'all stay blessed. Keep your mask on. Stay safe. Stay cautious. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was very helpful. I hope it was informative. And yeah.